Hey, what's going on, guys? So, Ahsoka is going to be premiering Tuesday at 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. So, the watch parties won't be at midnight or 3 a.m. for that first episode. I don't know if I think they're changing it entirely, though. So, this article will explain everything, but I believe Ahsoka will actually be releasing every Tuesday from now on at 6 o'clock instead of every Wednesday at midnight or, Tuesday at 11:59 p.m. and 59 seconds. Star Wars series Ahsoka has confirmed an earlier release date for next week, which means, of course, the watch parties are going to be much earlier now, which is great. The new Disney Plus show is set to focus on fan favorite character Ahsoka. We know this, previously confirmed to launch on August 23rd. However, Star Wars has now announced that the 2-episode premiere will drop a day earlier for US viewers at 6 p.m. Pacific time on August 22nd. So I'm wondering, is this just the premiere or is it the entire show in its entirety? This still works out to be the previously confirmed August 23rd release date for UK viewers, though fans in Britain will now be able to watch from 1 a.m. GMT. Welcome to our world, Eurofam. This show will also premiere on Tuesdays going forward at that same time. So there will be like thousands of you guys that were in the UK or out in Europe or something like that when we would be having all the watch parties, and it would be like 8 or 9 a.m. for you guys. You guys were just waking up, it was chill, you got your sleep sort of. And yeah, but we were up late, especially like before I had an editor. I used to be up doing these watch parties till like maybe 2 a.m. And then I'd start on the breakdown and then I would edit it. And that would sometimes take me until 11 a.m. And then I would go to bed and I'd wake up at like 6 or something, like 6 p.m. at night. It was a really hectic sleep schedule, but yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, that was how you build your channel. You got to do it yourself sometimes. The news comes after the most recent trailer for Ahsoka was released, which teases the return of Hayden Christensen's Anakin Skywalker. Alongside Dawson and Christensen, the show also stars the late Ray Stevenson as Baylan Skoll, Mary Elizabeth Winstead as Harrison Dula, and Natasha Liu Bordizzo as Sabine Wren. Ahsoka will follow the titular character as she investigates a new threat to the galaxy after the fall of the Empire. Meanwhile, Dawson recently revealed that she took inspiration from Lord of the Rings character Gandalf in her portrayal of Ahsoka, which is rather interesting considering Gandalf, it's like Gandalf the Grey or Gandalf the White. I think Gandalf the White is what she took inspiration from, and I got to find that article and make a video about it. But essentially, it's right here. Dave Filoni, show's creator, and I talked a lot about Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White, talking about that transition and how she's someone very capable and excellent and looked up to as a leader, but she still has levels of development to go. And that's what I like about it, is that she's not an OP character, an overpowered character. Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White were quite different, and I could use my buddy Nerd of the Rings here to discuss this, but Gandalf the White, I almost feel like, from what I know of Lord of the Rings, which isn't all that much, but I know that it's like not the same person anymore. It's like an evolved form, like someone else, like another entity almost in the same sort of vessel. Am I wrong, Lord of the Rings fans out there? Anyways, you guys can correct me, but that's why it's called Star Wars Theory, I guess. The fact that, yeah, he says that there's going to be room to grow is always really great, because we're not going to have Ahsoka constantly just like beating everyone up and destroying everyone, which has been a really admirable character development portion, story of Ahsoka, is that she doesn't always win, that she fails, she gets things wrong. And that's really just real. I mean, a lot of people get things wrong all the time. Nobody is like Rey Skywalker. Okay, no one's like Rey. Let's just be real. Nobody's like Rey, where they're just perfect right off the bat and beat everyone very easily. So the watch party will be at 5 o'clock Tuesday, Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern, and that'll be 12 a.m. for everyone in the UK, and then in Europe, depending on your time zone. In Australia, I think that would be something like 11 p.m. or something, I think, right? 11 p.m. for you guys on the Tuesday, but I'm not too sure. So that's pretty cool. I guess I'll see you guys there for the watch party on Tuesday at 5 o'clock, maybe even earlier. Maybe we'll be doing some streams for a few hours before the show comes out, and then we have an hour and 40 minutes together to watch the show, and then probably another hour after that, and maybe we'll call Josh and stuff and hang out too. So very excited to get back to watch parties, but also this is like the first real show since, well, really ever, that's been about Jedi and the Force. There hasn't been a Jedi-centric show other than Obi-Wan Kenobi, but that I felt was really lackluster and didn't really deliver, whereas I think Ahsoka is gonna really knock our socks off. I'm more hopeful about this show than any other show, because it's like, this is Dave Filoni, and I don't think he has ever shit the bed. I really have yet to see a moment where he has just completely destroyed the franchise or destroyed a character or done something so awfully wrong that we're like, what the heck were you thinking? So, like with Jon Favreau, I mean, he's my boy, but at the same time, like, what the heck happened with Boba Fett? What happened with Mando season 3? Like, were there just too many cooks in the kitchen? Was Disney getting involved? Or what, you know? And it's unfortunate that they can't really talk about it. But I'd love for these guys to just be more real, you know, just be more like not so freaking professional and like corporate all the time. Just be like, yo, yeah, you know, Bandwidth 3 was this and this wasn't that great because, you know, there were a lot of people involved and a lot of these executives were, but they can't say that, right? They're signing contracts, they're working for companies. So I get it. But anyways, I don't have that worry with Ahsoka. I think it's going to be everything that we want and more, you know, Clone Wars style, Rebel style, but in live action. Looking forward to it. Anyways, I'll see you guys on Tuesday at least 5 p.m., 8 p.m. Eastern. And I can't wait to see thousands and thousands of you there, like all the old times. So see you all soon. Just a few more days. May the force be with you all.